Welcome to the startup Beeptec Engineering, Israel. Tool platform for developers of intelligent devices, automation and robotics. Many of us, at least once in our lives, have been delighted with the recently gifted Ide kit, containing instructions, images and tools. The more complex the concept of the constructor and the possibilities of its intuitive assimilation, the more people are willing to help you. In case of problems and lack of third-party support, the child has a negative reaction with unpredictable consequences. Software developers, unlike other specialists, largely depend on the level of knowledge of programming languages, coding rules and instructions, as well as the instrumental environment, which ultimately affects the composition of the working group. Algorithmists, testers, hardware engineers, and so on, which significantly affects the cost and timing of the project, increases the risks of initial investments and associated losses. A good example is two announcements from a solar energy company about hiring a software engineer and a hardware engineer. These two announcements are regularly updated throughout the year, indicating that the company has urgent technical issues that require expensive specialists. However, they are not prepared to compensate for requests for salaries of such specialists. Also, for unknown reasons, tech leaders are not considering alternative solutions. We have developed a tooling platform for computers with minimal architecture. They are intended for various systems of automation, robotics, and the creation of smart devices. It is a software toolkit installed on personal computers that enables the automatic generation of machine code. What does it mean? Developer. The integrator can create automation processes without the use of programming languages by entering simple and intuitive instructions for external control of equipment. In certain development processes, for working with many algorithms, we significantly reduce development time and cost with a single click, more than 70%, compared to existing machine script programming methods. As a result, we have significant savings in human resources, time and costs, a quick return on initial investment, and the transition of customers to efficient production processes. Characteristic features of the instrumental platform: work under the Windows operating system, ease of installation, an intuitive and easy-to-learn graphical interface for developing control specifications, prototyping of automatic procedures with and without connecting external hardware devices, minimum requirements for hardware resources, use of desktops, tablets, single-board mini-computers, the possibility of automation using IoT technologies. Availability of functions of multi-channel collection and transmission of telemetric data in real time over the network, graphical user interfaces for monitoring and control, corporate development, simple adaptation to peripheral devices, compatibility with common inexpensive sensors and device drivers. New methods of verbal development significantly expand the audience of developers integrators in those areas in which the involvement of system programmers is considered unprofitable. Supported automation classifications. Remote control through a special interface, RPA software. Implementation of predictable repetitive procedures combined into one scenario when all automation actions are clearly repeated and rigidly recorded. In this case, the process is carried out in real time without taking into account external factors, RPA. With feedback. The presence of a sensor part in the system, thanks to which the automation works taking into account external factors. Along with B2B and B2C, we offer SaaS services. This is part of the mission-critical work in cases where developers need an external graphic interface to monitor processes, parametric functions, or controls. We are not the only player in the field of tool platform developers in this young field. Each of these platforms has certain advantages and disadvantages. Binding to expensive external devices of specific manufacturers, some platforms are designed for a certain level of developer experience in setting up and adapting operating systems and knowledge of programming languages. Also, many platforms require developers to study them in advance with attending courses. Some platforms are distributed free of charge and provide customers with open source code. There is a certain set of tools for developing a narrow field, for example, unmanned navigation, systems with machine learning functions, smart vision. There are also instrumental platforms for research and experimental tasks, teaching, for amateurs, students and schoolchildren. The growth and demand for robotics in various industries is largely dependent on development costs and will grow steadily as they decline. Analysts predict that in the next 3 to 5 years, the clear division of automation and robots into industrial and service robots will lose all meaning in terms of categories. The same robotic system will be able to work both in production cycles and in other areas: the science, education, household sphere, the medicine, agriculture, defense industry and so on. Such robotics are already present in certain market niches. Slow integration in all directions is dictated by its final cost, lack of mass production and expensive service support. The concept of our platform aims to reduce development costs by helping to expand the consumer market for automation and robotics. At the same time, this is the involvement in the process of an additional wide range of multidisciplinary integrators with new ideas for businesses. Since the completion of the development of the starting version of the platform, December 2019. The proceeds from our participation in developments for several clients amounted to $80,000. At the moment, our product is a ready-made box solution in the form of a USB flash memory for self-installation of the tool platform on the workstations of users or their clients. Also included is an external multi-channel USB ADC input-output module. The program includes a licensing procedure and reliable protection against unauthorized distribution. For more information, watch the video on our product website. We are currently planning negotiations with several manufacturers of SBC robot computers. We are interested in strategic partnerships, investments and mutual initiatives. Thank you all for your attention and we are ready to answer all your questions.